Up next, Indianapolis hosts New England, with the Patriots having won the last 8 meetings. Can Carson Wentz do something Andrew Luck never did and defeat them? We'll find out on EA Sports.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Just about time to block as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Indianapolis. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped, but without those guys, hard to win games.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
On second down, this is Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
13 yards. First down, Patriots.
Throwing Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Rosa's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts getting ready to take over for the first time, and you're going to look at their 6-year quarterback in his first season wearing the horseshoe. It's Carson Wentz.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You can expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Right now.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Catch is made by Harry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Patriots sideline not counting what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Wentz now on 1st down. Open man is Trey Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Nothing our score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now in 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here?
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's his 12th rushing touchdown, his 14th overall. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Colts, nothing. Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off play action. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Let's go. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rosa's kick is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Joe Williams. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off play action, Jones. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fear won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So
Wentz is intercepted yet again. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020. They're on the stop defensively. From the 45 on second down. Wentz. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Wentz now to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Keep it up.
Now Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now Wentz on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Rosa. That's good with the extra point. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike.
Wentz going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz again. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Come on, man. Shut the fuck. You better do something.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Wentz now on 1st down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10. Wentz, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
New England's offense set to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
It was Therese Hall that time who was able to get him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Rosas' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indy set to go on offense once more. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Wentz now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. One last shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game